How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? In this video, I'm going to talk about the TechLead. I've been subscribing TechLead's YouTube channel for many years, and in this video, I would like to conclude some of my personal feelings and ideas, and hopefully this video can be helpful to you. I know a lot of people doesn't like the TechLead, such as a human nature. When people have a very great strength, usually their flaws will also be magnified a bit. A great example here is Steve Jobs. People might say he's stubborn, he's impolite in some cases. However, compared with his success, with his strength, this kind of flaws can just be ignored. And therefore, even though some people, they might have some behavior that we dislike, but we still have to learn from them. Because I think undoubtedly, TechLead is a very successful person in terms of at least YouTuber, right? He has got over 1 million subscribers, which is maybe the target that I can never achieve. I don't know. So in this video, there are 6 points that I would like to reflect on TechLead, this person. First, I knew his channel during his video that he describes his fire from Facebook. So at that moment, I think it's a quite unfortunate guy. However, what impressed me was his optimism to the future and know what are next steps. I mean, by firing from a company might be a very frustrating thing in our life, and I believe for most of the people, when they have this kind of unfortunate things, it's really hard for them to move on. But I think for TechLead, he's quite optimistic, and in the following years, he's just working along and making his YouTube channel, sharing some courses, etc. And I think it's kind of successful in his situation. So this is the first point I think for most of the people we can learn from. And second part is his humor. As a software engineer, I can feel his kind of humor. Usually when he's speaking, it's more like a robot, like just like coding. It's like always one tune here, and sometimes a very code jokes. I get it, I really like it. And usually when he's speaking, his speaking speed is very fast. Like for most of the YouTubers, when I watch their videos, usually I put 1.5x speed. And even though when I watch my own video, I would still put around 1.25x. But for TechLead, usually I would just watch in the normal speed. So I think he's a very optimistic person, and also he has some kind of humor. And next is when he's speaking, he's very good at selling himself. For TechLead, first he had his YouTube channel and grew very fast, like up to 1 million subscribers. In the meantime, he's also selling some accessories like the coffee cups, because in the early videos, he's always saying that like the kind of coffee, and therefore he's selling the coffee cups. And also he write a book, so he's selling a book. And in the later days, he's also selling his courses. Therefore, you can see how good he's at building his surrounding commercial products. So by watching his YouTube channel, you can easily purchase a lot of that stuff and make revenue for him. And the fourth point I would like to talk about is his confidence. From all the past 3 points, you can see no matter it's like his optimism, or like his kind of humor, or his selling skills, all prove that he's a very confident person. Without confidence, he can never do the previous 3 steps. There's no doubt. However, by adding all these kind of accomplishments, achievements he have done in the following years, his confidence a little bit, tend to the narcissism. I have to say that his accomplishments are very astonishing, especially most of the projects are just done by himself, while his narcissism is causing some problems for himself as well. His narcissism is a little bit different from Donald Trump. For Donald Trump, it's like nobody knows anything better than him. So that's without ground truth. But for TechLead, I think he has some ground of truth. He has the kind of ability and also, this confidence. However, this narcissism leads to the next point, which I would like to talk about, which is the scam. People will usually brag a bit, of course, such as human nature. But when you brag in terms of the commercial purposes, it'll become a scam. And in the worst case, you might go to jail. So in the early days, he created his own blockchain and released a cryptocurrency. And he's claimed that, okay, I put my own $1 million US into this cryptocurrency, and therefore there is somehow like the intrinsic value, right, for the cryptocurrency. However, later people found out, hey, you actually didn't put so much money into it. And that caused a scam and also caused a lot of troubles to himself. I believe TechLead has realized this issue, but I'm not sure if he has found the cause for this kind of scam. And I think it's just narcissism. Sometimes if you're too eager to express yourself, to sell yourself, that will cause some problem. And in my opinion, this is definitely a very dirty point of his own history or experience. Other than that, the last point I would like to talk about the philosophy. TechLead has experienced a lot, no matter from the bad experience during the employment or from his marriage. It's also a bit unfortunate, and I'm quite sorry about that. But I have to say he has gone through a lot of things over the past experience, and a lot of ideas, especially about lives, can only be got when people get old. So his philosophy about life is very inspiring and useful, I believe, for most of the teenagers nowadays. For him, I think it's more like a solitary, living alone and have some geek passion, try to code, try to create something out. I think this is a sophisticated lifestyle. Not everyone, including me, would like to live in that life, but the kind of life is respected from my side. So technically, if you're watching this video, I just wish to know that I really like your channel. But if you see from the very beginning of your channel, like 3-4 years back, your videos are very genuine, to telling the teenagers, the young people, some really useful stuff. But if you see nowadays, the cryptocurrency crash, the kind of risk, scam, it's not very helpful. Nowadays, young people need knowledge, need the practical stuff. Instead of this kind of gossips, instead of this kind of scams, people will easily get lost if they forgot where they come from, if they forgot their original thoughts and belief. So I do encourage you to watch your previous videos and know like where you come from and what's your initial hope. I know you're kind of the person that's not very care about money, so try to lower the lucrative parts as much as possible. So just imagine, like, no matter you earn $1, $2, $3 million or even $1 trillion in the future, right? It's still just yours. But right now, if you can use your personal ideas, experience to inspire the young teenagers, that would be much more beneficial than the society, instead of just making this money. Okay, so I think this is time for this video. If you have any questions, comments, please leave them in the comments below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.